So as we have calculate the formula of velocity in our previous video, so V is equals to R omega and cos omega t. So this is the velocity, and if we want to convert this velocity in displacement form, so R omega we can write square root 1 minus sin square omega t, and V is equals to R omega square root 1 minus, from equation y is equals to R sin omega t, we can write sin omega t is equals to y by r. So sin square omega t is equals to y square upon r square, and V is equals to R omega square root of r square minus y square upon r square, and V is equals to omega square root of r square minus y square. This is the expression for velocity in simple harmonic motion. Done. So now we calculate acceleration, and for acceleration we differentiate this equation with respect to t, because we know that the rate of change of velocity with respect to time is known as acceleration. So acceleration A is equals to dv by dt and d by over dt of r omega cos omega t, and acceleration A is equals to r omega constant and d by over dt of cos omega t. So A is equals to r omega, differentiation of cos omega t is minus sin omega t, and we differentiate again cos omega t, which is omega, so this. So A is equals to minus of omega square r sin omega t, and as we know that r sin omega t is y, so A is equals to minus omega square y. So this is the acceleration in simple harmonic motion. Clear? And from this equation it is clear that the acceleration in simple harmonic motion is directly proportional to negative of displacement y. Done. So now we calculate the formula for time period and frequency for simple harmonic motion. So as we know that t is equals to 2 pi by omega, and from acceleration A is equals to minus omega square of y, and for magnitude A is equals to omega square y. So A upon y is equals to omega square, and 1 upon omega square is equals to y by a, and omega is equals to square root of y by a. Putting this value of omega in this equation, we can get 2 pi square root of y by a. This is the time period in simple harmonic motion. Okay? And we know that frequency is the reciprocal of time. So f is equals to 1 upon 2 pi square root of acceleration upon displacement. This is the frequency in simple harmonic motion. Now we start some special cases of examples of and applications of simple harmonic motion, just like that motion of simple pendulum and motion of a spring in two cases, horizontal spring and vertical spring. So first is motion of a spring. Motion of a spring. So for this, let us consider a smooth surface in which a spring, a massless spring, is in equilibrium position. Clear? This means F external is 0. Clear now? Now we stretch this spring after applying some external force where F external is not equals to 0. Let the displacement of the spring from their mean position is x. So due to this displacement, a restoring force generated in this spring, which is F restoring, is equals to minus of kx according to Hooke's law. And if the acceleration in the spring is a, then F external is equals to ma. Clear? Now the motion of the spring is in equilibrium if restoring force is equal to external force. This means restoring force of minus kx vector is equals to external force ma vector, and in magnitude kx is equals to ma, where k is spring constant, x is displacement, m mass of spring, and a is acceleration. As we know that x upon a, this means displacement upon acceleration, from this is mass upon k, m by k, and from the formula of time period for simple harmonic motion, this means y by a, we can write t is equals to 2 pi square root of y upon a means displacement upon acceleration, and this is also displacement upon acceleration, so m by k. This is the formula for time period of horizontal spring. Now frequency, we know that frequency is the reciprocal of time, so 1 upon 2 pi square root of k by m. This is the frequency in simple harmonic motion of a spring. Now we start a special case of simple pendulum. आई होप ये आपको क्लियर हुआ होगा, ठीक है। अब हम लोग सिंपल पेंडुलम का केस पढ़ते हैं। चलिए, फॉर द मोशन ऑफ सिंपल पेंडुलम लेट अस कंसीडर ए सिंपल पेंडुलम ऑसिलेटिंग अबाउट देयर मीन पोजीशन विद एंगुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी ओमेगा। So motion of simple pendulum. So for this, let us consider a rigid support through which a simple pendulum of length L attached. Let the pendulum is displaced to a displacement y from their mean position, and the object cover a angular displacement theta about their mean position, and this is also L. The mass or weight of the bob is in downward direction mg. This angle theta, so this is also theta. The component of weight along this axis is mg cos theta, and about this axis is mg sin theta. Now as the bob of the simple pendulum move in direction, so acceleration generated in this direction ma. So the motion of the pendulum is in equilibrium if tension in the string is equals to mg cos theta. This means this tension capital T is equals to mg cos theta, and mg sin theta is equals to ma. If theta is very small, then sin theta can be written theta. So mg theta is equals to ma, and g theta is equals to acceleration a. Now from figure theta is the angle, and angle is equals to arc upon radius, where arc is y and radius is l. So theta is equals to y by l. Now g into theta y by l is equals to a, where g is acceleration due to gravity, y displacement of the bob from the mean position, l is length of string, and a is acceleration. So from this we can calculate displacement upon acceleration. So g by l is equals to a by y, and l upon g is equals to y by a. Now we put this value in the formula of time period of simple harmonic motion. T is equals to 2 pi square root of y upon a. So T is equals to 2 pi square root of L upon G. This is the time period of simple pendulum, and the frequency is the reciprocal of time period. So F is equals to 1 upon 2 pi square root of G by L. Done.